Yo, what's good? Bit of a different one today. Gonna show you how to custom sleeve your game tokens. So this is gonna be specifically for Sorcery trading cards. So first off, we've got some palms off side loading sleeves, but you don't have to have these ones. Any little penny sleeves would work. So a little penny sleeve. I'm actually gonna put my little Locus of Illyria tokens that I had made at a print shop. So we'll put that upside down. And then pop this open. So it's important to try and keep it right to the bottom and right to the side. Line it up. So putting it just so the middle of where the seal will be is just above the token. Seal. Gonna wait about 20-25 seconds. So after it seals, you want to give it a little bit of time to, I guess, cure. So we'll leave that for a little bit, because if you open it, then it's going to become all stringy and you don't want that. So getting close. Okay. So this should be the final result. Just make sure you take it off slowly. So it's got a nice little seal on it. And what I'm going to do is put another token in there just to make the most of this sleeve. I don't want to put it there because then it becomes a little bit harder to cut out. I want to use this already sealed edge. So pushing it right to the top, right to the side, spin it round, and then we're going to put it just under that center line again. Hold it in place, close it. So this is just a vacuum sealer that I got from AliExpress. I think you can also get it from some of the Australian marketplace sellers. It was about $25, thereabouts. So we're gonna let that seal for a little bit, because as I said, you don't want to take it off straight away. If you do get one of these and take it off straight away, you'll know what I mean by when it gets stringy, it doesn't seal. So that's about enough time. And that's going to be your final result. So this is for the inner sleeves. You don't have to double sleeve, but this is just what I do. So we'll get the scissors and we're going to cut and just leave a tiny little border of the seal. Probably better if you've got sharper scissors. These aren't too sharp. So we're just going to leave that little edge. You can probably make that a bit smaller. It's just a little bit hard to see looking through the camera lens. And then we're going to push it down, get it nice and taut. And then we're going to cut this so there's a tiny little border at the top. Okay, so that's going to be the inner sleeve. So it's just on a piece of, I think it's 300 GSM cardstock from Officeworks. And then now I've got some Cortex sleeves. So it doesn't have to be this particular sleeve. It's just what I bought. It was about $15 for 100. These were about $5 for 100. So, but yeah, just any generic penny sleeve will do. So because we loaded it like that, so that's the opening. We're going to put it this way, just to make the most of these sleeves again. So open our sealer And we're going to do the same again. So these are a little bit harder to see because obviously you can't see through the top of it, but try and position it as best you can. Hold it in place, seal. So these take a little bit longer just at the very end. So make sure you give this a good, probably 40 seconds once it beeps to open it. So that's sealed now, but we don't want to pull it straight off because these are definitely less forgiving for it to actually cure. So give this a little bit. Let me know in the comments below if you like to sleeve up your tokens. It's a bit of a passion project for me. Don't need to do this, but I just enjoy the look and the feel of it. So I've done this with all my other game tokens as well for Sorcery. So the foot soldiers, stealth tokens, all of those, they're all in little, they're double sleeved. So in a penny sleeve and then in one of these sleeves. So that's probably about good. We'll pull it out. So just pull it off really gently because you don't want it to get stuck. So that's going to be your result. I won't do two. I'll just do this one just to show you. So we'll leave just that little border. So just the very edge. And cut across there. The only thing to note is it can be a little bit rough. So I haven't experimented with sandpaper or anything like that yet, but you probably could get it a little bit smoother. And then, so at the moment that's sealed because we did it sideways. So that's all sealed. We'll try and push this down and then we'll just give it that little border. There we go, get rid of that. And that is your final result. They're quite hard to get out. So this is, you basically assume this is going to be a permanent little thing. Oh, that's actually going to slide out possibly. The other ones I did don't really slide out. So yeah, that is your double sleeved game token. Hope you liked it. Catch you in the next one.